the Brown Boys. The Brown Boys. The Brown Boys. We the Brown Boys. The Brown Boys. We the Brown Boys. You don't have to be bound by this stuff that's going on no more because of Wack100. Wack100 said, and he did 1 through 10, the new policy for street niggas. So he said he want to save the kids. So let's see the 10 streak new nigga street. He said this is the New Testament. This is the New Testament for the streak. Let me go back. We got to go back to the New Testament of the street. Let me make sure I'm at the right spot.
What's going on and what's being said as far as what they feel the new rules need to be. So I'm like, kind of like Old Testament of the Bible and the New Testament of the Bible. Hey, it makes sense to me. Now listen, me and my main man Ghost, he one of the exposers. He came up with 5, I came up with 5. Ghost is from the streets, but you know, he ain't no gang member, he ain't nothing like that, but he understands the concept. So he let me approve everything. I might have did 5 or 6. It's something we body, right? You know, I always like to give credit to my people. I ain't one of them type of dudes. But nevertheless, I went and I really thought about it like, okay, what's going on today and what are you continuing to hear? Because you can keep trying to force something on somebody, but hey, bro, if they ain't going for it, they ain't receiving it, they ain't receiving it. You can keep on.
G Money Grip said 20 said the streets expiration date has come and gone. It seems like it's a purge on black rappers, a purge on black rappers. Salute KB in the chat, back in the cloud. And you know what's crazy, G Money Grip? They can never be purged. The type of money that they make so quickly, man, a dude could be a one-hit wonder and go buy up his neighborhood and never have to rap again. Just off one hit, if he owned everything about it and go on tour with the shit. Niggas can get into real estate, anything they want to do with that residual income, franchising, but they get into gangbanging and paying for friends to hang around them with guns and paying lawyer fees and stupid shit. All you gotta do is make your money, stay out the way, and go get you some property. I'm just saying.
Don't keep on trying to tell somebody if they not receiving it, they're not receiving it. So we're gonna get right to it. Again, we see the young thug stuff going on, we seen the gun stuff going on, people in the gun stuff saying all, but it wasn't used in court, but yet he gave a statement, you know, old school, Old Testament, that's telling. Thug, you know, it's all kind of stuff coming out. Every day I look up, there's some new stuff coming out. You got Pee Wee, Roscoe, or whatever his name is. He's saying he cool with it, so why y'all tripping? But then it's a 2-hour, you know, interrogation. And I think the part that killed him off was, you can have my phone number. Don't tell the world we talk, but I will talk to y'all again. You know, it was a lot of other things said. Academics touched on that. Academics touched on it, but Trap Lord Ross kicked this off. Like, we ran this on the 100 side about 18 months ago. My main man Ghost, one of my main exposers, brought about 18 months ago. And we listened to it, but the audio was a little, we heard what we heard. It kind of like went under the bridge. Trap Lord took it and did his commentating on it and woke it up. Act jumped on it. And his narrative is, if people like you, then you ain't that. And you know, he right. Now, I'm not going to say he ain't.
Now, Act said, if people like you. I've been screaming, it's all about who we like for 4 years. And now that a bigger screamer said, if they like you, they'll kind of bend the rules for you. Street niggas say selective politicking, but it ain't just a street thing. This goes down to grade school. It's all about who we like. Most people don't have the ability to say, you know what, I fuck with you. You my homie, but nah, what you did was foul. I'm gonna call that out. I agree with them. That was whack. We don't do that. We'll stand with our homie that we know ain't right. We got a saying in our hood, I'll ride or die, right or wrong. ride for my homie. Right or wrong, ride for my dog. That's why I stayed the hell away from a game. Right or wrong, I gotta ride for you. So even if I don't believe you right, just because I know you, just because we friends, I got to ride for some bullshit. So nah, that seemed like that's too much control over my brain. Nigga, I want to be like, I don't agree with you, and then haul ass. Yeah, I don't want to be in no group to where it's all inclusive thoughts. I gotta just ride with whatever you say. That's turning me into a baby. And that's putting you with too much power over me. So no, I'm not the nigga that's gonna ride for my homie without no thought and without no motherfucking decision making of my own. I don't rock like that.
That, but I know the dude. I got some respect for the dude, so I just won't disrespect his name. Now, Gunner, I'll call him a back. Thug, I'll tell you what he did in the interrogation room is against the rules.
Let's get right to it.
He shouldn't have did it. He said too much, did too much. There's no explanation for that. He's dead wrong. But I won't disrespect his name because, that's my partner, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my partner.
Now, Wack100 said he won't disrespect him, but he's saying that he's wrong. So this is a street cat. I don't know if Wack, I'm not saying Wack speak for every street cat, but he's actually saying that Young Thug is wrong. But he's not going to disrespect him. Now, Wack normally disrespect anybody that he feels is that. But again, he's going to admit that it's all about who he likes. So, he's going to handle Thug a little bit different. He said, that's my partner. So I'm not going to say nothing crazy. But he's still admitting that he think he was wrong.
And I ain't going to even sit here and lie. Am I selective politics? A little bit. I'm not telling you, no, that ain't what it is. But I'm not going to disrespect my man's name. I hope Thug would understand that. So, today.
Wow. Thug must be a dangerous mother trucker boy for Wack100 to bow down like this. Because Wack, if he feel like you are that RAT word, he usually go the fuck off. Unless y'all doing business together. He don't care about that. But if you a street cat, he usually go off.
We coming up with the New Testament. What we feel the new rules of the street should be. And I expect all of y'all to make this go viral. Right? Because we're gonna go from 1 to 10 with a bonus one. That last one, a lot of y'all probably ain't gonna like. But some of y'all old school dudes ain't gonna like. Let's start with number 1. New Testament rules of the street, number 1. You can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. Hey, that's the first new rule.
Hold on, wait a minute. He said you can snitch on somebody that snitch on you first. What? Hey, nigga, I can see them niggas argue about that. Yeah, I snitched on you, but nigga, you snitched on me first, nigga. I don't want to hear none of that, nigga. You snitched on me first, nigga. He the first snitch. I'm the second snitch.
It's being proposed for the New Testament of the streets. Rule number 1, you can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. That means if y'all get busted, dude come back there and say, hey man, your man just gave you what? Play the recording? Yeah, man, the guns under the seat was yours. That was all his. Now you can say, what? Matter of fact, not only did he make my guns, he got a stash spot up under the air conditioning unit. Listen, man, we just going off of what we see the youngsters gravitating to. This is from me.
He said, excuse me, he said he making these rules up because this is what the young cats gravitate to. This is how they act. They say things like this. So he said him and his homeboy, once he realized this is what the young cats say, this is what they're gonna go off of. That these young cats is gonna straight up tell.
But it's what I'm seeing the youngsters doing because I'm tired of arguing with y'all. So rule number 1 of the New Testament of the streets, you can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. Number 2, Now, I like this one. After 10 years, however it falls, with no incident, one can cross back over to being a civilian with no expectation of the streets or its set. Can't call him about nothing. He all the way back civilian mode. So if y'all want to go over there playing with him, he can treat you like a civilian. 911 operator, yes. Some dudes are at my door. Do you know who they are? I definitely know who they are. They're from my old day. You know they can do all that talk. Again, this is the mentality that I think best fits the new generation. Number 3, a man has 72 hours to take his case. If his action led to another man being arrested, if you left something in another man's car, home, without telling them, or that man out telling them, or that man can speak his truth. That means you didn't use my car, you brought it back to me, I jumped into some corners, police pulled me over, buying something that ain't mine, that's yours. Hey, homie, what's up with it? Yeah, I'm.
He said that man can speak his truth. I only know the truth. I don't know her and his truth, but it is funny how he put it, because I know he don't agree with his and her truth, but that shit is hilarious. This is funny. I ain't gonna lie. But hey man, he said that the young cats get to tell their truth now. They ain't got to tell their truth. Tell their truth.
I pulled over. They found something in my whip, something that I know ain't mine. Now, within that 72 hours, I said 72 hours because maybe you got to get your bail money, go bust a couple moves, do a few things, get your women. If you got more than one, get them, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Sell cars, something, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then go up there and claim your stuff. If not, that man can speak his truth. Hey, man, DA, I want to talk to you. Listen, man, again, this ain't how I feel it should go. These are the new rules that I feel best fits the new generation, the New Testament of the streets. Number 4, if a man takes a charge for another man and they agree that the bond and the lawyer fees is supposed to be taken care of, and you breach that agreement, the man who took the charge can then cooperate against you. This is the new rule of the streets.
Shit, niggas been doing that anyway. But he's just making it a rule. Niggas been doing that anyway. You bet not let a nigga go to jail that you say you go help, which you can't help anyway, because as soon as you help somebody that do a crime that's too big, if it involves an M, unaliving, you bet not send no money. And if they find out you did, that whole Yo Gotti situation, well, I ain't gonna say Yo Gotti because he hadn't been proven to even been around Yo Gotti. So that Govan situation was the weirdest situation I ever seen. For somebody to have that high powered of an attorney, and he did it pro bono because somehow he just came across Govan paperwork, a poor guy from the hood that just so happened to be the alleged mastermind of Young Dolph, a guy who was helping his community. And I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist because Young Dolph did write music that was seemingly beefing with them, but it just seemed like they always got to make sure they go the extra mile with the guy who helping the community. You seem like they always got to take him out because we all talk shit. The guy who talk shit that ain't doing nothing for nobody, they seem to leave him alone. He right with us. But the guy who talking trash and he helping the community, they seem like they got to go at him full bore.
Man, take a charge for you. You get what I'm saying? Yo, man, take that, homie. I got you, homie. I'm gonna make sure your kids, everybody straight, your bills, attorney, all that. I'm gonna bail you out. You're gonna fight it from the street, my word. And you take that. And that man breaches that agreement. Then that man that took that, he can go speak his truth. However he feel he want to speak his truth. Okay? For those of y'all just pulling up, we are reading the new rules, the New Testament of the streets. We got the Old Testament. We already know what the Old Testament is. If I got to go to the Old Testament when it comes to telling this, you cannot, under any circumstances, give information to law enforcement that involves any other name outside of yourself. You cannot. It don't matter how it go. Nigga, throw something by you, seen him throw it, you can't say that. You got to beat it, fingerprint it. I don't know what you got to do. But these days, things is a little different. Gunner told he didn't tell. Thug told he didn't tell. Boston Richie told he didn't tell. This dude told he ain't told. OG, a gangster from Santana down there, he told he didn't tell. Oh, it was this, or it was that. Oh, yeah, we see he signed the cooperation agreement declaration. So listen, but them dudes fall up under the Old Testament. I fall up under the Old Testament. This here, what I'm reading, is the New Testament of the streets. We on number 4. And for those that just joining us, y'all can go on back, review this, or I might go on through. We going to number 5. Okay, let's go to number 5. Number 5. The leader or boss can have a paid fall guy that's agreed upon to snitch on to free himself. Y'all get what that means, right? That means, let's say you got a shot caller, OG baller, big ball on the block, the rapper, whatever. And hey, homie, I'm going to pay you every month. $2,500, $5,000 a month. I'm balling. I'm gonna pay you every month, homie. But if I ever get in some trouble, they ever run up in my spot, find something, I'm gonna tell them it's yours. You get what I'm saying? And this is agreed upon. Listen, this is the New Testament, the new rules.
He said, what? He said you can pay a dude $5,000 a month, and if somebody run up in the spot, well, would that be snitching if somebody agreed to that? Who the f would agree to that? That I could do 20 years or 15 years, no matter when, for $5,000 a month? Why wouldn't I just go get me a job? $5,000 a month is worth my freedom. Jesus H. Christ. $5,000 a month. Because they a lot of the rappers are making up new rules. They said that they can pay for a dude to take their charge. I've been hearing a lot of this. I paid a guy to take my charge. And you got to be a desperate dude that you sign up to go to prison for a little bit of money. That boy, you got to be something special. Cause ain't no way, player.
The street. We're going to get this out here because this is what's going on. People are being confused about what snitching is and what snitching ain't. So what we going to do, we're going to keep the OGs under the Old Testament and this new and improved thing we got going on out here, y'all under the New Testament. That's number 5. Number 6, if you pillow talk with your woman or family and it leads to an arrest of an individual and the information originated from you, you get the snitch jacket. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This, if your wife name is Jacqueline Hernandez, and the paperwork say Jacqueline Hernandez gave us this information, and God dang well, Jacqueline didn't know nothing about that move because it was 2 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't nobody but you and Jacqueline's husband. And they didn't came and got you, and the witness is Jacqueline Hernandez. You know Jacqueline's husband, pillow talk. Therefore, although the paperwork may say Jacqueline Hernandez, Jacqueline husband, your homie, you get the snitch jacket. Yeah, that's going to you too. Yeah, this is the New Testament of the streets. Number 7. If your spouse, husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, or non-street individual calls the police, you can deal with it as a civilian and give statements to defend yourself. Hey, look, man, we see a lot of, dude didn't gang bang. That was this. He gave a statement on his wife. Wife didn't bust him in the mouth. He didn't did something. She didn't got up there and said, okay, I'm telling him, you got guns in the house. Police get there and say, well, she's a heroin addict. She's on crystal meth. She got crystal in the top drawer, in her panty drawer. You know it's hers. Hey, listen, if it's a marital spousal abuse or you get into it with your neighbor, regular dude, hey, listen, man, you can handle that as if you are a civilian. Straight up, give your statements, man. Okay, that's rule number 7 of the new.
So rule number 7 is just give your statements. Rule number 7 is give whatever statement you need to give. Do what you need to do. If a neighbor, boy, that's a hell of a rule. I thought the street niggas supposed to do street shit. They supposed to just slap somebody or something, pull the stick out. But now street niggas can do what civilians can do. The street can now say, hell to the no, we not street no more. We not going to jail. I don't know how these laws are going to hold up because everybody must agree. And I don't think everybody going to agree with these laws.
New Testament of the streets, okay? 8, I like this one. Now I likes this one. My main man Ghost come up with this one. Shout out to Ghost from the Exposers. If you vouch for a civilian or non-street person to be part of your gang or street crew, and that person snitch, you and all the people that allowed it also gets the snitch jacket. Oh yeah, let me tell you what this is talking about. See, the reason why I like this, because this about to save a lot of them kids out there. A lot of them kids out there that's getting pressured and forced into gangs because people want them to hold things and do things and force them to do things. Let me go over this one again. This is New Testament of the Street, rule number 8. If you vouch for a civilian or a non-street person to be part of your gang or street crew, and that person snitches, you and all of the people that allowed this to happen, allowed this dude to get jumped in, part and agreed upon, y'all get his snitch jacket. Oh yeah, because see what happens is y'all go force these dudes. I know these dudes ain't built like that, cut like that. Then you beat up on them. Then you tell them go put some work in or go rob this, and they scared to get beat up on. They go do it, get caught, and then they tail. And then next thing you know, baby Pee Wee Herman told, right? I ain't using that name because my nigga Pee Wee from 40s, that's too close. Baby Cricket told. Now he in the county get beat up on, stabbed up, all this when you know god dang well, dude never wanted to be part of your gang. He just got tired of getting beat up walking up and down the street. So this one right here is a good one. That's New Testament number 8. Number 9. If your celebrity character is what makes you a street ninja, you have immunity to the rules. Any snitching done prior to your fame.
So celebrities get the benefit over civilians or regular, quote unquote, regular people again. If your celebrity status is the reason for you being a street cat, do you have immunity? That's what's going on now. Hey, I can bet you Wack and his homeboy was dying laughing right now on these rules. They probably was so well laughing like a motherfucker, going over different cases of what people done said and been through when they got caught. And boy, they was probably dying laughing right now. So now there's more snitches than ever before. Yeah, salute to you. Boy, I guarantee you him and his homeboy was dying laughing writing this shit down.
If your celebrity character is what makes you a street ninja, you have immunity to the rules. Any snitching done prior to your fame is forgiven. See, that's like 6ix9ine. I came up with that one. I mean, shit. I got to give y'all a reason to be a little upset with me. I came up with that one. I'm not putting that one on go. Let me read that rule. New Testament, rules of the streets. But snitching, number 9. If your celebrity status, character is what makes you a street ninja, you have immunity to the rules. Any snitching done prior to your fame is forgiven. And while you the big old celebrity, because you in the booth faking, yeah, I killed the real, pack that steel, you know you's a buster, right? See, that's the problem. The people is taking these people serious. Y'all really hearing what they saying, right? Yeah, your fame is forgiven. And while you the big old celebrity, because you in the booth faking, yeah, I killed the real, pack that steel, you know you's a buster.
Hey man, listen, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when they came up with these rules, man. I'd have been in that motherfucker crying, laughing. They told me, yeah, I'm back to skill. I killed the real. You know he a buster. Oh man, this is hilarious. I ain't gonna lie.
Character is what makes you a street ninja. You have immunity to the rules. Any snitching done prior to your fame is forgiven. And while you the big old celebrity, because you in the booth faking, yeah, I killed the real, pack that steel, you know you's a buster, right? See, that's the problem. The people is taking these people serious. Y'all really hearing what they saying because they saying these things, they watching these movies, or they heard a story in the garage from their relative or something, and they go to the booth and they turn into these people. These are called alter egos.
Yeah, you know, it is alter ego, but some of them people actually getting on them beans and all that other drugs, and they actually doing what they saying in their raps. They actually spinning the block and doing what they saying in their raps, and that's what's crazy. Excuse me, hold on, let me wake all the way up. Ooh. I woke up at 2:00, but yeah, that's what's crazy about the situation. Salute KB in the chat. The problem is they got internet niggas making video rules for others. And Wack, I heard the laws himself. The streets are done. Get a job. Damn. Yeah, you better get a job. Salute to you, Russell.
Really civilians, real street dudes from the Old Testament can identify these type of people. Okay, that's number 9. Okay, we going to 10. Boy, my bone now, this 10. This is Ghost. If you are conducting legitimate business with the person or persons, and that person or persons involves you in street activity, you have the right to cooperate in any way you see fit. Now, Ghost, you winning your bag on this one, Ghost. You winning your bag on this one. I know a few of y'all just pulling up. We got 1,200 people up in here, 1,144 to be exact, right? So I do need some of y'all to hit that subscribe button. I should gain at least 300-400 off this one. Okay, I know I've been gone, but give me a reason to come back. I wanted to see if the internet, with the gutter of the YouTube streets, was gonna die without me dying. So this gonna give them a whole bunch of things to react. They're gonna call me all kind of things, but it's all right. I am a prophet. Yeah, I've been sent. I've been sent.
I ain't gonna call you nothing. I think this is hilarious. I wish I was there when they were writing the rules just to smoke one and laugh. Every rule includes snitching. Hey, this nigga here crazy. Hey, salute to you, man. That nigga said Carlise Wade. That nigga said every rule includes snitching. That's what make it even funnier, because it ain't no rules. That's basically, it ain't no more rules. That's what they trying to tell you. It ain't no more rules to the street. So it's basically over. From rule 1 through whatever, you could tell on somebody. So it ain't no more rule.